Today, let's take a look at Isetia, a platform that's really changing the game for how the world's biggest, most ambitious projects get built. And the secret? Well, it's all about connecting the data. You know, when you think about it, any massive construction project, whether it's a new skyscraper or an entire subway system, it really just boils down to these three simple questions. They sound easy, right? But getting a clear, up-to-the-minute answer has always been the single biggest challenge. For decades, the answer to those questions has been buried in, well, this. A total digital mess of separate folders, a million different spreadsheets, and just endless email chains. This creates these huge information silos where the architect has no idea what the engineer is doing, and that leads to delays, crazy cost overruns, and just massive risk. But what if you could just tear down those silos? What if you could connect every single piece of that giant puzzle? That's exactly the promise of a platform that's already proven itself across the globe. So let's meet Isetia. It's what's called a Project Management Information System, or PMIS for short. The best way to think about it is like a central nervous system for a project, one that's specifically built to handle the insane complexity of modern construction. And its track record? Well, it really speaks for itself. We're talking more than 4,000 successful projects delivered all around the world. And that success is everywhere. They've got a presence in over 60 countries. That just goes to show how adaptable it is, no matter the local rules or environment. But okay, this stat is what really stands out. When 9 out of the 10 absolute top industry leaders in Europe are all using your system, you're not just another tool. You've basically become the industry standard. And this isn't trust built on small jobs. We're talking about the world's most iconic mega projects. From the Dubai Metro to the mind-bendingly futuristic city of Neom, Isetia is the digital backbone for things that are literally shaping our planet. So how in the world do they do it? Well, it all starts with their core technology, something they call the all-in-one BIM cloud. Now, for anyone who's not familiar with the term, Building Information Modeling, or BIM, is way more than just a 3D model. It's a whole process that injects that model with layers and layers of smart data. We're talking everything from the exact type of steel in a beam to its installation schedule. And here's the absolute game changer. Isetia takes all of this incredibly complex BIM data and puts it into the cloud. It becomes a central hub that anyone, from the start architect to the contractor walking the site, can get to with just a simple web browser. No more needing super expensive, specialized software on your machine. This is where you see the real power of collaboration. Teams can view the model, they can mark it up, they can discuss changes right there on the design, all from any device. It just shatters those communication barriers and makes sure everyone is working from the exact same page, no matter what software format they use. But look, a 3D model is really just the beginning. The real power of Isetia gets unlocked when you start adding the next two dimensions, time and cost. So first up is 4D scheduling. The concept is actually really simple, but it's so profound. You take your 3D model and you link it directly to the project schedule. You add the crucial fourth dimension, time. And what does that actually let you do? Well, it's kind of like having a time machine. You can visually simulate the entire construction sequence week by week and spot problems before they ever happen. You can see things like, the HVAC ducts are scheduled to go in the exact same spot as the main water lines. That's a multi-million-dollar mistake you can now fix with a single click, months before anyone even breaks ground. Okay, so we've got 3D space and 4D time. Now, let's add the fifth dimension. We take our 4D model and we connect it to the project budget. We add cost. This means that every single element in that 3D model, from a giant steel beam right down to a single pane of glass, is now linked directly to a line item in the budget. This gives you unbelievably accurate, real-time financial tracking. You know exactly what's been spent and what's left, piece by piece. So when you combine the 3D models, the 4D schedules, and the 5D costs, you finally achieve it. You get the holy grail of modern project management, a single source of truth. This is the ultimate payoff. No more hunting through old spreadsheets or random disconnected folders. Everything, your drawings, your invoices, your schedules, your documents, it all lives in one connected, unified system. And these dashboards just show you what's possible with that unified data. A site manager can zoom in on the tiny, granular project controls, while an executive can get a high-level financial overview. They look totally different, but they're both pulling from the exact same live data. A change in one place is instantly reflected everywhere else. This kind of integration lets you track progress with absolute clarity. Here, you see a classic S-curve that's comparing the planned schedule against what's actually happening on the ground. And it's all updated live, giving you a constantly accurate picture of your project's health. So what does this all add up to? Well, it points to a smarter, way more efficient, and honestly, a much more predictable future of building. But at the end of the day, a powerful tool is only as good as the vision behind it. And the team at Isetia really believes that their true starting point is passion. It's captured in their philosophy that it's passionate people, when they're empowered with the right tech, who are the ones that truly change the world. It really all comes down to this. One platform that gives you total clarity across the most complex projects on Earth. The question it leaves you with is, with this level of insight and control, what's the next great thing we can build?